Thank you for joining the DNC the DNC National Convention. I realized I just what I said. It was the Democratic National Convention. But I am your host, Ben Franklin, and today we have with us the Bernie Sanders. Thank you, everybody. And we have with us the Hillary Clinton, the presumptive nominee.
What? Does this guy work for MSNBC?
Yeah. Who is this? What are you doing? Why are you questioning my credentials? Where's Rachel?
Maddow?
Yeah, she's the one who got me this job.
She did a terrible job.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but anyway, we have a Bernie Sanders and of course R.D. DeKaplany.
Of course. Of course we have R.D. DeKaplany.
Yeah, he speaks as a Republican National Convention, and he speaks at the National Convention. I don't know who I'm supposed to be right now. I don't know what this is.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back. Welcome back to MSNBC's...
Cherry, I thought you got shit canned.
Welcome back to MSNBC's coverage of the 2016 Democratic National Convention.
Oh, is that boys?
My name's Candy Southers. Tonight, we have a very interesting speech. We have a few interesting speeches this evening. We have a speech from Michael Bloomberg, former New York City mayor, who is expected to endorse Hillary Clinton at the convention. And we have a former Democratic candidate, Senator Bernie Sanders, who is expected to renounce his endorsement for Hillary Clinton and endorse Jill Stein tonight. And of course,
is he?
We probably.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Please stop.
And then, of course, we also have a speech from presumptive vice presidential candidate Tim Kaine, and of course, the greatest speech and the most highly anticipated speech, that of universally renowned Congressman, now candidate for Senate, R.D. DeKaplany. Last week, his speech at the RNC was widely acclaimed. The only thing is that the only... Oh, shit, I remember why I got fired now.
We both got shit canned by MSNBC.
I'm really bad at reading a teleprompter.
You don't want to see calculated like Hillary.
Just listen to the speech. Here comes R.D. DeKaplany now. Hello, Philadelphia! Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here tonight, speaking to you on the night of your first night of your convention. Prime time, baby. We are competing against 60 Minutes, and we are competing against CBS Big Brother. So suck on that, Julie Chen. I once sent Julie Chen a love letter, and she replied with a cease and desist and restraining order. If I am elected senator, I will cancel Big Brother. That is a promise. I will revoke... Anyway, I'm being told to stay on message. Look, in this country we have a lot of problems. We have people in debt, we have people without health insurance, but what we do have is rights for the retarded and the incestuous couples. And that's something to be really proud of, folks. Now, Hillary Clinton eventually came out to support artifact legislation after the DNC adopted it into their party platform for 2016. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Who also, by the way, resigned today, so sorry about your loss, Debbie. But I will say, like gay rights, like a $15 minimum wage, Senator Bernie Sanders, soon to be my colleague in the Senate, actually supported Audifuk in the early 1980s. He actually produced this legislation but could not get it passed, so I am looking forward to working with him in the Senate to to continue to protect Artifuck with other legislations and amendments. So, thank you to Bernie Sanders. Luckily, under Artifuck, retards like Bernie Sanders will finally be able to get married and not have this stigma cast on them. Finally, he can leave his fake wife Jane and finally date someone that he actually loves. I mean, can you blame him, folks? She real ugly. She was this close to being the second lady of the United States, and crisis averted. I will tell you, Jill Biden, very attractive. She's also a doctor, and let me just say, I don't know if she does dick things, but I would let her look at my dick and give it a physical. Thank you. Moving on. Oh. Excuse me, my phone is ringing, yes. Hello?
Audie, it's me.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
I hope I'm not bothering you. Are you giving your speech?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of giving my speech.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, this is my lovely wife.
I'm in my own speaker?
Yep, my lovely wife and mother, Brenda.
Audie, I just want to let you know that I'm in the delivery room. I just gave birth to 2 ghost babies.
Are you serious?
Yep. I didn't call you
Everybody.
because I didn't want to ruin your speech, but I figured afterwards who gives a fuck.
My wife, my beautiful wife and mother just gave birth to... Wait, you say ghost babies?
Yeah, Audie, we've been through this. I was raped by Destiny.
I know, but it was... We didn't know for sure if it was ghost or my baby.
I just pushed out 2 of them. I don't know where they went, though. They just immediately poofed out, flew away.
Do you think Destiny was...
Why? Why? He's coming back, Audie!
What? The ghost?
No! Next one!
Oh, another... Did it...
Oh, Audie, it's the real baby.
It's the real baby?
It is the real baby.
Is that even possible?
I'm pushing it out. Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh, you little shit.
Oh, don't call him or her that.
I hope it's a boy.
Okay, I will be right there. Folks, listen to me.
Oh.
Do not, under any circumstances, vote for Hillary Clinton.
Now backwards.
Do not, under any circumstances, vote for Hillary Clinton. I'm coming.
It is wrapped around his leg.
Please, okay, I'm coming.
Audie.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Audie.
Gary Johnson. Oh. In transmission.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck, it's me, Agnes Waters. I'm sorry to interrupt, although from the sounds of it I am fine because Artie left to take care of his new baby and his lovely wife, Brenda. Guess what, bitches? I'm still in Beirut, Lebanon. That's right. Third world country leaving like a queen. These little crats have no clue what the fuck an iPhone is, so they kept me captive in the Nelson Mandela minimum security prison here in Beirut, Lebanon, home of the devastating hunger. Anyway, I'm interrupting to tell you that I found Belo's grave. Below has died. I was too late. The debilitating retribution got to him before the sweet cunt could. He died without experiencing the thing he liked to call my sweet and sour skin, which was his speak for pussy. I was devastated and spent most of my time in captivity cutting myself and sobbing. In fact, just talking about it now is bringing me to tears. Asterisk cries asterisk, I'll talk to you later. Boo-hoo, sob, sniffle cry.
Agnes is such a cunt. like
Nelson Mandela. Why?
It's like it's not even Africa. Is Lebanon in Africa?
I don't think so. I don't fucking know. I don't think it is.
I don't know. All I know is Hillary Clinton let four Americans die in Lebanon after she stupidly killed their dictator Muammar Gaddafi, and that's just true. No comment.
No.
Lebanon, baloney, Asia.
Yeah.
They
locked her up because they didn't know what an iPhone was.
Yeah, that was the best. I think that was the best
I found
transmission
Billow
from Agnes.
S. Grave. Billow S. Grave.
I found Billow S. Grave.
Fuck Agnes.
That's sad for her.
That's
though.
really sad. I was devastated.
Yeah.
Her sweet and sour skin. Ew. I mean, that's kind of like how I would describe a vagina.
Her sweet and sour skin.
That's
We're
what speak for pussy.
we asterisk cries asterisk.
Boo-hoo.
Sob, sniffle, cry. What a sad life Agnes had. I mean, I wondered where she was, but I figured eventually one day I would...
Is she still in prison?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
Because it wasn't very clear.
Well, I imagined one day... Well, I imagined that one day I would open my email and, like, I just never really thought about, like, emailing her.
And seeing
where she was. I just assumed that Lebanon didn't have
So why is
cell
she still
phone
there
service.
if she's out?
Well, she probably, like, just got out and recorded a message and sent it to us.
Because that's what she thought about the entire time.
Right, because she's
I
like,
have obligations.
yeah, exactly. Like, she's like... I mean, she's like a recurring person on this podcast. Like, all the retards that Howard Stern has on his show. All the physical and mental retards he has.
What? I don't think he has physical.
Yeah, he does. He has physical and mental retards that
Why?
come on his show. That's just... They're not known. They're not... It's like he just has, like... He had, like some guy called,
like a midget.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
Like they're not known for their physical and mental retardations.
Why?
Like just one guy's like a midget, like one guy's an idiot. Like
he's actually
yeah, oh yeah.
Hello, Howard.
Yeah, like
Who's the black Robin?
Robin. Yeah, I like Robin.
They're all pretty rude at the Howard Stern.
Oh yeah,
very conceited, very rude.
Yeah, but for some reason when I had like a serious
Yeah, you said
like
masturbate
tester.
to Howard Stern.
I did not masturbate to Howard
Yeah,
Stern.
you did.
No, I did not.
You thought about it.
I thought about it. I masturbated to his book.
What private parts?
Yeah,
What?
great book.
What part?
He talks about having sex.
His tiny dick.
But it was funny. But like he wrote, or like it was about like letters that he got from the in the show.
Oh.
Like he like just copied a complete letter and put it in the show, and it was hot.
That's hot.
Yeah, it was really hot. Isn't that interesting? Like we introduced the world to Artie DeKaplany, who is now like poised to be Ohio's next senator.
Yeah.
And the first Constitution Party senator ever.
Yeah, I used to hate him
Yeah.
because of the
murder.
Yeah, the emotional trauma.
Yeah,
Like,
but
he
I
put
think
me
you've
through.
gotten over it now.
Yeah, well, I had to go through counseling.
Right.
You
but
remember that? Where
yeah.
I had flashbacks.
Yeah.
because of...
You ended up you ended up having you remember the Emily's Kitchen episode of MOATAIF where we talked about your time in a brief asylum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you had to
Why is it called Emily's Kitchen? That was like something that
yeah, because
happened.
there was an old lady there named Emily who thought that everybody was in her kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's probably dead. Like she probably clawed her eyes out.
Oh, shit.
They should really cut
Real
their nails.
possibility.
Yeah, they should really cut their
It was
nails.
a very minimum security insane asylum.
Springfield, Ohio Minimum Security Rehabilitation Facility. I know. That's so rude. That's so rude.
I mean, there were a lot of
facility. Yeah, but I think his message is really inspiring. It really is. I mean, I am...
Love who you want to love.
I am strongly supporting Hillary Clinton for president. So, like, I wholly disagree with him on, like,
The Gary
voting
Johnson
for Gary
shit.
Johnson. But I do agree with him that Bernie Sanders is a retard.
I mean, he does have balls to go to a fucking Republican convention and a Democrat convention and say he's not going to vote for either of the
Right,
candidates.
and actively tell them not to vote for that candidate.
Right.
Like, that is ballsy. Like, Ted Cruz was booed for doing it, and Artie DeKaplany was lauded.
Ted Cruz barely even said it.
Yeah.
He just said vote with your heart.
Vote your conscience.
Yeah, your conscience.
And that was enough to get him, like, booed off the stage, and, like, probably never be...
And it's pretty bad when Ted Cruz says that.
Right.
He's an awful person.
Because he's one of the worst... And I was talking... You remember that guy at the office opening that I was, like, the only person I talked to?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was, like, dominating the conversation.
Yeah.
Not dominating the conversation, but he was, like, very interesting to talk to.
Yeah.
And so I ended up just talking to him the whole time. Like, but he was... he mentioned it, and I was like... he was talking about the RNC, and I was like, I'm honestly, like, surprised that Ted Cruz is the one who emerged from this with, like, class.
Yeah.
And I don't... And I don't say that lightly, because, like, he was like, we never pissed on him in liberal news, but he was like the runner-up every week. Like
he wasn't
yeah,
he?
he was literally like every week there was someone else who was a little more terrible.
Didn't we piss on Kasich?
Oh yeah, we pissed on John Kasich, I think.
Good.
John Boehner was the most. We pissed on John Boehner almost every episode.
Who else did we piss on? Michelle Bachmann?
Michelle Bachmann.
We have a list somewhere.
Jim Inhofe.
I don't remember who that is. So.
He's a senator from, like, Oklahoma. I don't remember what he did. John Boehner a lot. John Kasich because he wanted to do Ohio's electoral votes by district, which means that no Democrat would ever win based on the current map. There was Marsha Clark. No, Marsha Clark is the O.J. Simpson prosecutor. I can't remember what her name was, but she wanted to defund Planned Parenthood.
Oh yeah,
and we pissed
immediate
on her.
Piss.
But I remember there was one time we almost pissed on a Democrat.
Really?
Well, we almost pissed on Dale Henry once.
Oh yeah, we wanted to really bad.
Yeah, but we decided against it because we thought Dan Sachs should have been the executive chair.
Yeah,
and so we were going to piss on Dale Henry.
Dale Henry was the obvious winner for the piss.
Yeah,
but I think we didn't want him to see it because, like, we know him in real life.
Right.
Like with these other politicians, we sent him a really fucking rude letter.
Oh, they were all... Bobby Jindal.
Bobby Jindal, yeah, we did piss him off fucking
I think he had the rudest letter. Because it was like, God damn it, Bobby! Like,
damn it, Bobby!
Like, it was so disrespectful.
His was really long, too.
It was... I think it was rude because it was disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, I referred to, like, the governor of Louisiana as Bobby. like that.
Damn it, Bobby!
That's
you
disrespectful.
called him like a fucking
well, he is.
I know.
He is an actual region. And I believe I wrote part of the letter in, like, Clyde Donovan's speech. Like,
you did.
I believe... I was like, let me put it in word... Oh, yeah, it was... Because he defunded, like, access to, like, things that, like, pregnant women need or, like, and, like, elderly.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like... Because it was about periodontal disease, I remember now, for some reason... That, like, if pregnant women don't have access to dental care, which was something that he did, some bill that he passed that did something to dental care for pregnant women. I don't remember what it was, and it was probably through Planned Parenthood. And he said, and so it was that the baby could get periodontal disease and, like, never grow teeth, and so or have, like, a fucked up mouth.
Yeah,
and. So I wrote that, and I was like, now let me put it in words that you can understand. When the mama don't have the baby, they gon' have, they can't get the teeth clean. You get baby come out with the fucked up mouth, Bobby. And I'm pretty sure I said something like, probably like what your kids look like, which is, like, so rude. And it's funny because, like,
he got that letter.
The answer, like,
somebody at the office
he might not have read it, but one of his staffers definitely got the letter. Did you see David Duke is running for Senate?
Yeah.
Apparently he has,
like, West Virginia or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like he might win, and that scares me because, like, David Duke.
Wouldn't it be interesting when we go to West Virginia?
He's the former. I think he's the former Grand Master of the KKK.
Yeah, former.
Yeah, he's the former Grand Master of the KKK, and now is running for Senate. Because, I mean, anybody's allowed to run, I guess, but he's done it before and not been successful. But I mean, I don't know. In a season where Donald Trump is leading in some polls.
Yeah, David. Yeah, he might win.
he
Which
could,
is kind of funny.
He might at least win the primary.
because West Virginia is retarded.
Yeah, he might at least win the primary. Probably not the seat, but at least he could win the primary.
Yeah, well.
I mean, there's no way of knowing.
Yeah, before Donald Trump got elected, I was
Nominated.
nominated. I thought we should nominate him because we have the most chance of winning.
Right.
Now that's not true at all.
Right. Well, because we
Now I'm really scared.
nominated the weaker candidate.
Well, yeah, of course, crooked Hillary.
Right. And that's the other thing that pisses me off. Gavin Newsom, he's the lieutenant governor of
Any relation
of
to
California. No, Newsom, not Newsom. He's the lieutenant governor of California, running for the governor when it's like in 2018 when the next he's like already announced that he's running in like 2018 when the current governor's term expires because he'll be term limited out. And he's
working under the governor right now.
Yeah,
That's awkward.
well, he's retiring.
Oh.
Like he
Okay.
can't run anymore anyway. So he is very liberal. But he supported Hillary Clinton in the primary, as most Democrats did.
Yeah, most politicians.
And he's like friends with Bill Maher, like that. Like Bill Maher likes him, and honestly, like
that's enough for my vote.
right,
Bill Maher likes
he's very anti-gun, like very like pro everything else that Democrat. He's a good Democrat. He's a very liberal, but smart Democrat, and he's like already on like people's like presidential like watch list. Like that's
just annoying.
I know, but like that they're like, you know how like 4 years ago it was like possible people who might run for president, and it was like Deval Patrick, the governor of like Massachusetts, and that didn't happen, you know, or like just anybody who's like in the Senate, they were like they could run.
Any person who's relatively known in the Senate, yeah.
Right, like Sherrod Brown, like he was on a few lists, and I was like, he's not gonna run for president. Like I don't see him ever doing that. Like now, in reality, the people who I would say are most likely to run for president in the next 4 to 8 years, Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine. Those are the only two people I could say for sure. Like Hillary Clinton for re-election, and then Tim Kaine to succeed her.
I think Mitt Romney might run again.
You think? But
yeah.
That's purely speculation. I mean,
I
all
have
is.
no data to
yeah,
back
it
it up.
all is. But I feel like, you know, historically, vice presidents usually run for president after their president's term is over.
Yeah.
And so he probably would have no chance of winning because it would be 12 to 16 years of Democrats in the White House. Like, never happened. Like, you know, historically, like, it has, but it was FDR. You know what I mean? So, like, historically, no party has held the White House for 4 consecutive terms and then gone on to win a 5th. So, like, the odds, you know, but I mean,
yeah, I hope we don't elect a crazy Republican though. Once we do,
right? Like someone like Gary Johnson, who was a Republican, would be like a good candidate.
I'd be fine with little Marco.
Yeah, he seems like someone who would probably run again because he's so young.
Yeah.
So like he that wasn't it for him, but like John Kasich, that was it for him, I think. Maybe as someone's vice president, because the vice president for some reason can be old as fuck.
John Kasich's boring.
He's very boring.
And people just love him now because he's not Trump.
Right.
And I saw this. I'm in a Rachel Maddow fan group for some reason, and this person's like they're like the only Republican I've ever voted for, John Kasich. I love him. And I was like, why the fuck would you vote for John Kasich?
Right.
What kind of?
I think
what?
It's because in this election he was like the only adult in the room, is like what everybody said. Which is true. Like he really was the only like adult in the room. Like everybody else was like getting down on like Trump's level.
Who did I vote for?
What?
Who did I vote for?
What do you mean?
For governor.
Ed Fitzgerald.
Was that last year?
That was 2014.
Did I vote for that?
You should have.
I think I did.
I
don't remember who the candidate was.
Ed Fitzgerald, yeah.
I don't know anything about him.
He was like a former FBI agent.
So why wasn't he an adult?
I'm talking about the 2016 primary.
For Kasich? Oh. I thought she was talking about for governor.
No.
What I was just saying.
Who? Oh.
This lady said only Republican I've ever voted for.
Oh.
And I thought she meant for governor.
Well, I'm thinking of for president.
No,
which,
I think she meant for governor.
how recent?
She posted it, but she said she's the only Republican.
Well, because
I've ever voted for.
because a lot of Democrats in
Just
Ohio
switched over?
switched parties to vote for John Kasich to stop Donald Trump in Ohio.
That's not what the feeling I got. Very good possibility, but I understand. When I commented, I was like, he's a fucking terrible governor, but everybody thinks he's awesome because he's not Trump.
Right, and like that, it was funny because going into first of all, 4 years ago, I thought it was going to be Hillary Clinton versus Chris Christie.
Yeah.
And I thought we were probably going to lose.
How the times have changed.
Right, I thought we were probably going to lose.
That was before Chris Christie really revealed he's a fucking retard.
Right. Because even then, I was like, you remember 4 years ago, I remember having the conversation, I was like, I would like, and I think Chris Matthews talked about it too, I was like, I would like to see an election where both candidates are qualified and I'm not scared of one of them.
Yeah.
Because I was, for some reason, scared of Mitt Romney, which, in retrospect, he would have been a great president in comparison to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Awful president, but a great president.
He would have undone everything Obama had done.
Right. But, you know what I mean? Like, in 2016, I expected it to be Hillary Clinton and Chris Christie, and I thought I would obviously much rather have Hillary Clinton be the president. But if it is Chris Christie, I feel like that would be okay.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Well,
like I learned how wrong it was.
Chris Christie liked Obama.
Right, like he was able to like put aside party to get things done. Yeah. And that's like what you look for in a leader. That. Yeah. So
how we were so fucking wrong.
Right. And because we weren't expecting the quotient in the country to go up so high in 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck has caused this. I think it's
Obama.
Just always been like this.
Well, it's because the Republicans pretend that they're not racist, but they are. You know, they pretend that they're not horrible people.
Yeah.
And yet that's what they're like they're like pushing these ideas into people's heads that like the president's a foreign-born Muslim.
Yeah.
And then that's when people believe that, and then they just get disenfranchised with Muslims, with Mexicans, with Hillary Clinton, and then they just think that they're evil.
Yep.
And that the game is rigged against them.
You know, I think my dog's a Democrat.
God, shut the fuck up.
Because he just sits around all day waits for me to feed him.
I hate you.
Have you seen the song yet?
No, I'm not going to listen to it.
Okay.
I was like, no, I'm not going to listen to it.
I want you to.
I won't.
I want to see you get mad at it.
Why would you want this for me?
Because it's funny.
Why do you want me to be mad? Like...
Because I like when you react to things like that. We could do a live MOATAIF. I think my dog's a Democrat.
A live records.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's an interesting. It's also interesting the number of people who don't like either candidate so much that they're either not going to vote or they're going to vote third party.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. I like Dan Savage because he like fucking hates Jill Stein.
Yeah, because she's a cunt.
Well, yeah, I know that now. But he's been ripping into her for years, apparently. And he like says the Green Party's a fucking joke because like they don't run they only run candidates for president.
Right.
They don't run them like at any lower level.
Right.
And apparently he's been talking shit on them for a while, and they responded. They're like, we actually have like 100 seats of Green Party candidates around the U.S. And he looked it up, and there's 46,000 elected offices in the U.S., and they only have 100. And they're like trying to run a presidential candidate. They're like, if you want to be taken seriously, do more shit than run presidential candidates every 4 years that just makes Republicans win.
Right.
Which I agree with, but I also agree with the Green Party's platform.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, and I think it's interesting because like I've never, you know, that like I side with quiz.
Yeah.
Which I think is like is a good tool. I don't think someone should like make their decision whatever this says. But I guess because like if you actually agree with someone's policies, then that's who you should vote for.
Yeah, but it doesn't take into account electability because you're literally voting for a Republican if you vote for Jill Stein.
Right. But I remember there are times that like in 2012 the candidate that you sided with the most was Jill Stein.
Yeah, and this time too.
And I've never experienced that. I am 99% with Hillary Clinton now.
Yeah, I was 99% with Jill Stein in
I was-
2012 and this year.
I was 99. I'm 99% Bernie Sanders and 99% Hillary Clinton, and like 97% Jill Stein,
Yeah.
and then like 25% Donald Trump.
I think the Green
And it goes
Party,
it goes down every time I look at it for Donald Trump.
Donald Trump for me was like 6. I
Yeah,
remember I had the lowest of like anybody. He's a fucking
but
retard.
but Bree had like 75. Remember?
Yeah.
And that scared
we
me.
also thought Taylor at Pretzel Maker was retarded because it was like 50 or 60.
Yeah. And that's scary.
Because his position on some things are fine. Like, he has no consistency.
Yeah, like he doesn't. It's interesting because he doesn't like. Did you see that the awful like way that he said LGBT? He was like, I'm going to protect our LGBTQ citizens because like he had no idea like how to say it. It was so fucking funny. Like
LGBTQ citizens.
yeah, he was like,
God
he
damn
was like,
it. I read the quote.
as president, I'm gonna fight every day for our LGBTQ citizens.
But like a few months ago, literally in April, he said that he would overturn the Supreme Court decision.
Yeah.
To
Right.
legalize gay marriage.
Right. Well, because in
What
that
does
in
this
that
fucking cunt
in
want?
that context, he said that he would be the thing that he said at the RNC, LGBTQ citizens, was about LGBT Americans abroad who are getting killed because they're gay
Oh,
in
really?
other countries.
That's it?
That's what he said. He will protect those people.
How often does that fucking happen?
I've never heard of it. Like I can't name a single case.
What the fuck?
I'm sure it is an issue.
Oh my!
But I've never heard of it.
All Republicans are.
I agree.
I think both of them have good ideas. No, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like I also don't understand. I don't understand undecided voters. I've
never understood that. Like, you have a core set of values. You look for the person who has those values.
well, and you know, I understand. Like I did do some like I did do a lot of soul searching at the beginning of the primary for who I was going to vote for. I always knew it was probably going to be Hillary Clinton. I knew the nominee was always going to be Hillary Clinton. But at the beginning of the primary, I knew that my ideals at the beginning of the primary sided with Bernie Sanders more.
Yeah.
I knew that I wanted someone as liberal as that You know, I knew that, you know, I had always said if Elizabeth Warren ran against Hillary Clinton, I would have to vote for Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still true. But at the time, it was, you know, that's what I said.
It would be true
And
for
Elizabeth
me.
Warren didn't run, but Bernie Sanders did. And they're almost like the same. But Elizabeth Warren's an actual Democrat. But that's beside the point. So I did a lot of soul searching at the beginning. And I was never really undecided, though, because I knew I was going to vote for a Democrat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't going to be Lincoln Chafee, Jim Webb, or Martin O'Malley. I knew that wasn't an option. But I mean, you know, so what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, I don't want to say that I'm always going to vote for a Democrat, because if the Democratic Party nominated a Donald Trump,
Yeah.
I wouldn't vote for that. Like, someone who's saying the Democratic Party equivalent of those things, you know, like I'm going to raise, I don't know, like I'm going to raise billionaire tax rates to like 99%. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know, or I'm gonna well, I don't know,
I can't
because
think of
there
anything
are
that
a
fits
lot
that
there are
bad.
a lot of very liberal things that I believe. Like, I want a complete repeal of the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
I think it should be. I don't think it should be. I think our immigration law should be close to non-existent. Like that. I feel like
in a perfect
you
world,
should
yes,
literally just
but
cut. You should.
unrealistic.
Well, I know, but I feel like you should just be able to come to the country, and like.
No countries
And be like,
that, though.
I live here now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, maybe like you file a paper and that's it. Like, you file a paper that changes your residency to America.
What if you're Muslim?
Who cares?
ID cards.
Shut the fuck up. I would see, but so you know what I'm saying? Like, those are very liberal things that I believe that probably would never, you know what I mean, be. Anyway, I'm saying that if the Democrats nominated a bad candidate, which apparently we have this year. If the Democrats nominated a bad Donald Trump level candidate, I would not vote for them. But I don't think I will ever be an undecided voter when it comes to Democrats versus Republican.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, I think if I ever voted for a Republican, it would only be
like
because
the Democrat would have to be like a fucking like a real crook,
right,
like a real bad person.
right. It'd be like Anthony Weiner. Like I wouldn't vote for Anthony Weiner.
He was a Republican.
He was a Democrat. Yeah.
All
like,
he did was just send dick pics.
Well,
to,
I know, but like
somebody.
he's slimy. I don't like him.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't vote for Rod Blagojevich, the governor of Illinois, who took bribes for Barack Obama's Senate seat and is now in jail for the rest of his life.
Really?
If he
I
were,
didn't know about that.
yeah, if he were ever to, and he was on Celebrity Apprentice, which I think is funny. After the allegations, before the trial, Celebrity Apprentice.
Really?
Yeah, and everybody walked by and they're like, "Fuck you," and he was like, "I didn't do it," which I thought was hilarious. But he did. He was found guilty and he's in prison for the rest of his life. But if he wasn't, and he ran for president, wouldn't vote for him. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I
But
wouldn't
I've
vote
never
for
been
him,
put in a situation where I've had to, because usually the Democrats
are
better.
miles better.
Usually.
I can't think in recent history, maybe like Michael Dukakis, I can't think of like a bad Democratic candidate. Or maybe, okay, I can think of bad candidates.
A bad nominee, John Kerry. But I'd still vote for him.
Yeah, like I can think of people who like ran bad campaigns, but I don't think there has been like in recent history like someone who would have been a bad president. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Carter's re-election campaign, it probably should have been Ted Kennedy, and then we wouldn't have had Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, I believe that. I believe Jimmy Carter should not have run for re-election, because we probably would have held on to the White House if he hadn't. He was a bad candidate. He wasn't a very good. He's a great guy, but he wasn't a very good president.
He writes very boring books.
Very boring books. I think Michael Dukakis would have been a good president, but he ran a very bad campaign. Walter Mondale probably would have been a good president, but ran a terrible campaign.
Al Gore
only won
would have been a
one
great
state.
president.
Yeah, but the problem with Al Gore is that he was elected president. So,
Yeah.
so like he didn't do anything wrong. He did everything right, and he won the presidency, but we just inaugurated someone else instead.
It probably wouldn't have been as close.
Right.
If he wouldn't have
Well,
claimed to invent the internet.
the problem was, I think with that was that Ross Perot? No, that was Bill Clinton. That was Bill Clinton. Never mind. I was gonna say they had like a strong independent candidate that year, and it was Ross Perot who took a lot of votes away, but that was in 1992 and 1996 against Bill Clinton. Yeah, it's strange. Do you think? Obviously, we can't tell. I know you weren't too excited about Tim Kaine. I don't know how you feel by today.
I'm over it now. I'm not excited, but I'm not mad about it.
Yeah,
I was actually upset about it.
But now you're...
I thought it was a dumb decision. Now, yeah, people seem to like him on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, he gave a really good speech.
And he convinced... Yeah, what made me be like, oh, yeah, is because Tom Shaw said, like, no, I'm, like, really reconsidering.
Yeah.
After seeing Tim Kaine's
right.
speech.
Right, because he's...
like, it's working.
Because he's like a genuinely good guy. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen his speech to it. It's probably boring.
It is. But, the highlights reel is good. He's genuinely like a good guy. Nobody has like anything bad to say about him.
I've seen bad things about him already.
Well, from liberals. They're like, he's too liberal. Or he's not liberal enough.
No, I've heard his Spanish is bad. He
can
can speak fluent Spanish? Bullshit. That's what I've heard.
He lived in Honduras.
Yeah, he went on like a mission trip.
Yeah,
or some shit.
like, anyway.
Yeah, I don't care about mission trips. They're pretty gay.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He has a pro-choice, or anti-gun, like pro-middle class, pro-LGBT record. He's pretty progressive, and I think he would be a good president, like if Hillary Clinton were like assassinated.
Yeah, I think we're done with white men though.
I don't. I don't like.
I don't want to like keep electing white men.
Yeah, I'd like to have a lot of women presidents in a row.
Yeah.
Even
I'd like
if-
to just have one woman president, really.
What? Like just Hillary Clinton for the rest of her life?
No, I'd be happy if we just had one.
What do you mean?
Like, just, if one in my lifetime, if one happened, I'd be happy.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, even if it weren't Hillary Clinton, just if one got elected.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it was a Republican.
Like Sarah Palin.
I was thinking
Who? Condoleezza Rice.
Carly Fiorina, because she just ran.
Right. Also, here's a weird thing that happened at the end of the primary. I felt bad for Carly Fiorina, even though she was like a bad person. Do you remember this phase?
No.
I grew to like her.
Didn't she endorse
Ted Cruz? Yeah, and
she kept
became his
tripping.
running mate.
She kept tripping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Ted Cruz announced her as his running mate.
That was really bizarre.
It was like a last ditch effort to win.
I already forgot it.
But like, for some reason, even though she would be a bad president, very underexperienced, very unqualified, and has
Literally,
horrible.
she's just the fucking CEO.
Right, and has horrible.
bad
So is
CEO.
Donald Trump. Horrible, like plans and policy proposals and positions. But for some reason, towards the end of the campaign,
I know. Yeah, I remember this shit.
I grew to like her. Like, I thought she was nice. I thought she was funny, and I wanted to meet her.
God damn it.
I don't know
I
why.
hate when you do this.
I don't know why. and I honestly cannot explain it. And I also... I realized I felt bad for basically anybody on the Republican side who didn't endorse Donald Trump. Like, I feel bad for Lindsey Graham, who still hasn't endorsed Donald Trump.
I fucking hate Lindsey
and is
Graham.
a closeted...
Oh, he's so
like,
gay.
You know,
Lindsey
I feel
Graham.
I feel really, really bad for Jeb Bush, even though he's a scumbag.
I do too.
I feel really
bad
bad for Jeb Bush. And somehow I was able to feel bad for Ted Cruz after he got booed at the convention. I don't really feel that bad for him, though. Like, I don't feel bad for Marco Rubio, because I know he has, like, a promising career as a Republican. Which is bad. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is, like, the end for Marco Rubio.
Yeah, I like what Bill Maher said about them. This is a long time ago, but he's like... It was at one of their debates when all of them were still running.
Yeah.
Well, like, the top three, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio.
Yeah. John Kasich.
They're like, you can't spend the first half of the speech talking about the stories of your immigrant grandparents.
Right.
Your parents and grandparents, and then spend the next half talking about how we need to stop immigration.
Right.
They're so out of touch with reality.
It's a problem. It's a problem. Well, and a lot of people think George W. Bush thinks that he will be the last Republican president.
Does he?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah. He quoted as he's saying, "I'm worried that I will be the last president of the Republican Party."
That'd be sad.
Yeah. Well, I think
for him,
I
because
think
he was the worst.
Yeah. Right. I don't think he means that, like, the Democratic Party will just win forever. I think he means that the Republican Party is going to fracture.
Republican Party.
Yeah. Well, and I think he genuinely means it's going to fracture into, like, different parties.
I think so.
Which I think would be very interesting for, like, the two-party system that we have now. I know we don't have a two-party system.
No, I think what eventually would happen is that there'd be, obviously, better Republicans.
Yeah, but I don't...
And then it would
I honestly, like...
these be like the Tea Party.
But see, I don't know. Like, honestly, like, what would happen... What do you think would honestly happen if in this election there was two wings... There are obviously two very distinctive wings of the Republican Party, the establishment and the Tea Party. But what if they were, like, actually fractured into two different parties, the Tea Party and the Federalist Party, you know?
Okay.
And Donald Trump and Carly Fiorina and Ted Cruz and Bobby Jindal were running for the Tea Party, and Sarah Palin, and people like Jeb Bush and, you know, Marco Rubio, and...
I think we would ignore
you know what I mean?
Tea Party.
I don't think so. Because look at how not even close the race for president was for the Republican Party. Yeah. It wasn't even close. It was Donald Trump the day he announced through today.
Yeah, I don't get why the fucking American people want... I don't know why they like running for office.
I don't either.
Like,
Ben Carson was ahead at one point.
He'd be a Federalist.
Oh yeah.
Because
I think
he's
it's
a smart
it's-
person.
it's basically-
smart in quotes.
It's basically anybody who doesn't have. You think he'd be a Federalist?
Yeah.
I said I would think Tea Party
You
because
think
I
he's
was
crazy?
Yeah, he is. I would think that everybody.
He's like a brain surgeon.
I would think that everybody. I
think Federalists are just for like.
I think Federalist is the establishment for anybody who has
There's
experience.
like Harvard and Yale graduates,
Right.
Who are
And the Tea Party. The Tea Party is crazy who have no experience or who have no business.
Little government
who
experience.
have no business running for president. I think.
Yeah.
Donald Trump,
Yeah,
Carly
they
Fiorina,
probably-
Ben Carson, and then people like Ted Cruz who are just crazy. You know what I mean? Who
Well,
are
if we're-
very, very conservative.
If we're gonna get two conservative parties, what does that mean for the liberals? Are we just gonna get, like, is a conservative vote just gonna be?
I honestly don't know. That's what I'm.
It'd be interesting to have two liberal parties too.
If this were to happen, if the Republican Party were to fracture, actually, like, I don't even know if this is possible because they hold so many seats. I don't even know if would it even be possible for them to break off
I don't know.
and have a new, and like the Republican Party, quote unquote, stop existing. But if it did, and they fractured into two parties, what would that mean for the way that our parties are set up now? Where it's basically, without a doubt, it's either going to be a Republican or a Democrat who wins the office.
Yeah. I
Even
don't know.
though we have a multi-party system, what would that mean for American politics if
I think
if it fractured?
I think eventually it would even itself out to the way it is now. I think eventually, the Tea Party Republicans they'd just be like Gary Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, we know about them, or maybe the Federalists. Like, we know about them. A lot of people are actually voting for them, but not enough to make a difference.
Right.
Because Gary Johnson's probably getting thousands of votes,
Yeah.
but not enough to make really a dent.
Like, he probably won't
Between
win.
a Democrat
He's
and
probably
Republican.
not going to make. He's not going to get an electoral vote. But I at this point, he's polling at like 8 to 10%, which
Yeah.
which could change the outcome of the election.
I'm surprised that many people know about him.
Right. Well, because they're Bernie Sanders or they're Republicans like Jeb Bush who says he's not going to vote, but I feel like if he did, he'd probably vote for
I don't
like
understand
Gary
how
Johnson.
a presidential nominee is saying he's not going to vote.
Right. Well, former presidents.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it does because they don't. I guess it for
Yeah, I'd fill in somebody. I feel like
for
it's
some
your
reason,
civil duty.
Right. For some reason, I feel like they're gonna go in and vote for other offices. So I don't think they're just gonna sit out the vote. But I feel like they.
I hope.
I feel
he
like
votes for Hillary.
I feel like it's your civic duty to vote for someone, like to choose who you think is the best candidate of the people who are running, even if it is Jill Stein. You know what I mean? I feel like I feel like you have to do that. But at the same time, it's strangely honorable that like Jeb Bush isn't just jumping on the party line and voting for Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like it's very respectable that the Bush family, really the whole Bush family, has not endorsed. Did you see Barack Obama's half brother is endorsing Donald Trump?
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
What did Obama say about it?
He hasn't said anything.
That's fucked up.
I know, it really is. And the motherfucker lives in Kenya. So like what difference does that make? Like you
Oh, it's his dad's son?
Yeah, like you know that like the Trump campaign was like, we'll give you money.
No, he's pissed at Barack
Why?
because he's still living in Kenya. Like, my motherfucking brother's the
Yeah.
fucking president. I'm
Yeah.
in Kenya.
Well, Donald Trump tweeted something like, proud to have the endorsement of Obama's half brother. He probably also got a bad end of the deal by his brother being president.
God damn it.
And I was like, fuck off. And then it was like, did you see when he tweeted about Tim Kaine? He was like, sad, I wanted Pocahontas to get the job, because that's what he calls Elizabeth Warren. Yeah. He's like, sad, wanted Pocahontas to get the job other than this boring, like, Tim Kaine. Like,
Well, where's the lie?
well, yeah, but
He's doing good, I guess.
it's going to be interesting to see how the Republican Party tries to like spin Tim Kaine, because he's respected among the like the real Republicans, like people, you know, like, I don't know, good Republicans. Not that there are many.
Tim Kaine wants to take your guns away.
Now he's a gun owner, but he did stand up to the NRA after like the Virginia Tech shooting.
Yeah.
He was governor then, and he in the NRA and passed really comprehensive gun reform legislation in Virginia.
Well, good for him.
And even though he is like, he owns guns and like likes to hunt, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that he likes to hunt. I just know maybe he's maybe he's a skeet shooter.
Skate.
You know, skate. Anyway, well, I think I will say though, after last week's episode ended with us guessing who the vice president was going to be, and I think I was the only one who was right.
Okay, so what's the next guess?
What's the next guess?
What's going to happen in a week? Nothing.
That. Do you think Bernie will?
Drop out and endorse Hillary?
You think he'll drop out and endorse Hillary?
Yeah.
I hope he has the character to do that.
He will.
His supporters make me think otherwise.
He already endorsed her.
Well, yeah, but he could.
I think he'll drop out of the DNC.
He could go to the DNC and be like, I saw the emails, and I now know that this process was rigged, as I suspected.
Well, I saw him on TV talk about it. He doesn't seem too miffed.
Well, he said, I'm glad, because Debbie Wasserman Schultz stepped down.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is a step in the right direction, because voters should have the choice to pick the candidate they want, and that's not what happened this year.
Yeah, I just think he always knew that's what was happening. I don't think he's too pissed off about it.
I hope not. I honestly don't think...
The emails aren't that bad.
Right. Well, and I honestly don't think that he would... I don't think he would not endorse her, or you know what I mean? I don't think he would go to the DNC. I feel like he would just not go to the DNC.
Yeah,
I don't think he would go to the DNC.
Hillary Clinton didn't choose for them to do that.
Right, exactly. Well, she might have. She is pretty crooked.
God damn, shut the fuck up.
All right, well, tune in next week.
I'm fucking Janet Ivanovich. What are you doing?